Welcome back to Florida Powerboat Club on YouTube. Here's Stu Jones, president of the Florida Powerboat Club, along with our video producer, Ryan McCoy, in the Pompano Beach studio. And wow, we have got so much content in our 2025 archives, and we're just going to keep pounding it out to you guys. So over the holidays, December and January, lots more coming. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. So this is all going to be about the Emerald Coast Powerboat Week event for the 2025. It's our 33rd year in the Florida Panhandle for this event, with a strong roster of about 90 powerboat teams coming from all over the southern states, and fantastic weather. So let's get things rolling. And before we get started, let's thank our sponsors. Our 2025 annual sponsors include our presenting sponsor, Mercury Racing, and these sponsors alphabetically including Angle of Attack Marine, Cigarette Racing Team, Concept Boats, Deep Impact Custom Boats, Legendary Marine at Blue Water Cay, Midnight Express, Myco Trailers, Mystic Powerboats, Nortec High Performance Boats, Performance Boat Center, and returning for 2025, Wozencraft Insurance and Finance. And before we get started, I'd like to thank Demon Bikini for being our Miss Powerboat Week sponsor, and special thanks to Leanna Shadlow for providing the FPC girls with their new custom FPC logoed bikinis. And we'd like to kick things off here at the Margaritaville, as we always do. Thursday night is the kickoff party for this event every year, and I know you guys would love to see some beautiful powerboats, but this diversion, I don't think I'm getting any complaints from anybody as we launch the Miss Powerboat Week contest. And a lot of lovely ladies, thanks to Miss Amber Content, our organizer for this event every year. So we're going to see a lot of new faces, and we're going to see a lot of repeats, but nobody is going to be disappointed. We have got a lovely roster here of ladies doing first round, which is always evening or cocktail dress, as we call it. So guys, I want you to enjoy this first segment as we kick off the Miss Powerboat Week contest from Margaritaville. And remember, pretend that you're a judge and start scoring the girls. Remember, it's best out of 10 for each girl. And we do have an amazing panel of judges as well. Out of the 10, I think we have 8 women judging tonight. So enjoy the show, guys. Well, there you have it, guys. Round one, cocktail dress. 9 lovely contestants doing their final walkout. And remember, this is going to ramp up to bikini for the next round. And then, of course, they're going to go freestyle bikini for the final round. So let's hope our judges do a great job judging tonight. And there's going to be more coming back to each episode. We're going to have highlights of the Miss Powerboat Week contest. And there's big money at stake, $1,000 total to the top 3. And the good news is at least half of these lovely ladies are joining us for the entire weekend. Okay, so now we are fast forward to Friday morning here at Emerald Grand, and there's proof, guys, that I've got a lot of these lovely FPC girls, and they all have switched gears from pageant contestants to FPC check-in girls, helping all you guys get your goodie bags. And one of the new items added to every kit for the meeting is this U.S. Coast Guard rule book. This is the rules of the road, inland navigation rules. And this is something that I think is important. We're going to be giving them out to all club members from now on when they join the club. And the reason for that is that everything you need to know about the rules of the road and how to properly navigate your vessel on local and public waterways is in that book. Now, you don't have to read it cover to cover, but here in the meeting, I took time to point out the important pages in the book, which I expressed to be Rule 2 and Rule 6. And those are essentially rules that govern our behavior out in the water, or at least I think everybody, in order to be considered to be a responsible boater, you need to understand the concept of Rule 2 and the concept of Rule 6, which applies to speed and safe speed. So we talked about that in the meeting, as well as all of the other safety guidelines. And it's important for everybody to know that Florida Powerboat Club has made the decision, or I made the decision as the owner and the founder of the club, to back up a step and to present our organization as a hosting organization with hospitality management, providing parties and lunch functions and dinner functions and entertainment, providing hotel reservations, docking reservations, and so on. But when it comes to getting in your boat and turning the key and going out onto the waterways, making it very clear that the Florida Powerboat Club has stepped back because we can no longer be responsible for the actions of our club members or the operators out there on the waterways. You guys are the ones who are responsible for that. We're still going to enforce safety guidelines like the mandatory wearing of PFDs, and I took time to present all of the different jackets that we have now, Mustang survival jackets, from the foam high-speed jacket to the inflatable PFDs that we offer. So I think this is time well spent for everybody, and I want to thank all you guys for showing up and being very engaged and attentive in the meeting. So we are here in Destin Harbor getting ready for the Friday fun run to Juana's. But before we do that, let's backtrack 24 hours. Remember that for those of you who attended, we added a new segment, and that was a full-blown Thursday fun run. It didn't have helicopter coverage, so we don't have any video, but we do have a few pictures here of where we went down to Panama City Beach and had lunch at Uncle Ernie's. Most of us took the coastal route, which is about 50 miles from inlet to inlet. I think that we all agreed it was a great addition to the agenda, and we're going to see that back for the 2026 event. So back to Destin Harbor as we get ready for that Friday fun run, where we're going to go out into the Gulf coastal waters as we see now the Midnight Express factory team in this big 43 Solstice. And here's the Deep Impact factory team, Mark Fisher and his crew on this new 499. It's got 6 Mercury Racing 500Rs. And then, of course, Emerald Grand in the distance there. Harbor Walk Village are one of our headquarter marinas. Most of the boats that were the sponsor boats were at AJ's, which is our official sponsor dock. And we'll see more of that later in the show. Of course, we're having the big party there on Friday night. But a lot of brand new boats here. Paul and Tiffany Eisen in their brand new Cigarette 41 Nighthawk Quad Mercury Racing 500Rs. I love the colors of this boat. Just a beautiful ride. And here's another beautiful ride. Yes, of course, it's the club mascot, the king of clubs, Nortec 390 Sport, build number 500 of that popular Nortec model, and I'm proudly enjoying now about 9 months of using this boat. Now we're in the month of September. Those Mercury Racing 400R V10s have been fantastic. And speaking of ticking, well, it's the Hobbs meter on this Robinson R66 helicopter, which is about $1,000 an hour. So you don't want that thing to tick too long. But the guys are taking off here now from Destin Airport to join the crew and follow us out into the Gulf of America. Our Friday helicopter coverage is sponsored by Steven Fernandez from T&T Marine Sales. About a 50-mile ride inlet to inlet from the Destin's East Pass, going offshore and westbound all the way to the Pensacola Inlet. Look at how beautiful the waterways are today. We're in late September. The weather could not be better. The temperatures are, in the low 80s, I believe. Winds are light, and the coastal waters are just going to be calm like a pond. So I think that everybody was really happy to explore this new format that I wanted to introduce this year. And the reason is that these high-performance boating events really need to get out of the intracoastal waterways whenever they can, whenever it's safe to do so. Of course, if it was 6-foot seas out here, we'd be all on the intracoastal. Whether you had a 25-footer or a 50-footer, the conditions today were really ideal to get out and do that coastal cruise. Not to mention, just look at how beautiful the waters are. And I think that our photo and video team would agree that we got some of the best content on this event than we have in recent years because we got out into these Gulf Coast waters. I got a full load on board the Nortec today. There's Tyler in the back here grabbing some video. A bunch of FPC girls riding along here to help us out with the event. And I don't think this Nortec 390 could look any better. We've got a full crew on board. Everybody is wearing their Mustang Survival life jackets. This is how we like to boat, guys. Safe and fun. Yes, I could be going a little bit faster, but I think we're comfortably cruising at about 50 to 55 miles per hour. And that allows everybody to have a nice ride, and we're able to use the queen seat up front. And now we're joining Mark and Eileen Fisher in this big Deep Impact 499. It's hull number 2 of this new model, which launched at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show back in the fall of 24. So while this is the second 499 model, which came out in early summer, it was actually the Bahamas Poker Run, which we debuted this boat. But it's the first one with 6 Mercury Racing 500Rs. That big 13.5-foot beam allows, the Deep Impact to carry that many motors. And I think that's a feature that Mark Fisher is very proud of. The company owner spent a lot of time, several years actually, developing this hull. And he's very proud of it. And, as soon as this one came out, they already had the third boat in the mold. And now we're going to crank things up just a little bit with Tim and Trisha Friend from Texas in this 48 MTI Big Mercury Racing 1350s. Barely getting by. And by means goodbye, because all he's got to do is see the chopper and hit those throttles. But like our producer says, he was being nice to hang out for a little bit and let the chopper get some nice shots, but he hit the throttles, and it's going to be goodbye pretty soon. But just look at how great these conditions are for this MTI Cat. This is why all the Cat guys were so happy today. The conditions were so ideal. And for you Fountain guys, here's a beautiful 42 Master JEDI, Shane and Ashley Herbers from Tennessee. Twin Mercury Racing 700 SCIs. You know it's going to have number 6 drives. Reggie wouldn't have it any other way when they built these boats. This is a Fountain that if Fountain guys just love. The 42 Lightning, one of the most popular models ever. But with a pair of 700s, it's such a great running boat. These guys look like they're having a blast. And it's a very special welcome back to one of our sponsored teams. It's Cruz Rutherford, owner of GSX Powerboats, formerly Glasstream. This is the 36 model with triple Mercury Racing 500Rs. This is the most amount of power that they've ever put on a 36 model, and I think that this boat is probably the nicest 36 that they've ever built. The boat was ordered by their dealer, Eisen Marine Group, out of Kentucky. And speaking of Eisen Marine, well, here's Paul Eisen in his new Cigarette. It's a 41-foot Nighthawk. They're the dealer for Cigarette in Kentucky. This one's powered by Quad Mercury Racing 500Rs. We saw it just earlier, but here she is running now, and they're enjoying these beautiful coastal waters. And I'd have to say that this 41 Nighthawk is fast becoming one of Cigarette's most popular center console models. We have so many of these in the club now, and we want to thank Cigarette Racing Team for their continued support. We do have factory representatives here at the event joining us, Carlos Ruga and Alex Thompson joining us here from the Cigarette Factory. So we're going to jump ahead now to Saturday morning because we love jumping around to keep you guys on your toes. This is a new format, a safety checkpoint for Saturday morning here in Destin Harbor. I want to thank our friend Pam from Destin with this trimaran charter boat that she provided to us for the Saturday morning checkpoint, and it's a safety checkpoint, so show us your life jackets and we'll give you a card. Well, this is Steve and Marina Johnson. No life jackets required because we wanted to let Marina show off her new pink bikini. That is definitely making her and her ladies candidates for the Sexiest Crew Award. And special mention to Steve and Marina Johnson. It's probably their third year in a row with Team Naughty Girls, a 2024 32-foot concept. Check it out, guys. 2 Mercury Racing 450 yards. What a ride. Well, guys, we are in for a lot of bikinis today. And this time it's the lovely Rachel Garnett with hubby Ryan at the helm of this MTI 390X. Team Flight 311, and they have won the Best Paint and Graphics Award in the past. I think they've also won the Best Dressed Crew, but just look at this cool 390X. One of the nicest ones in the club for sure. And it's time to welcome Jack Stewart and his crew, which is Team Blue Bayou. His 38-foot statement center console, which is definitely not blue, but that's because his last boat was a 32 Doug Wright and it was all blue. But he seems to be enjoying this new statement, and he's from Panama City Beach, so he's one of the local guys. And as always, the lovely Candace up on the bow of the boat grabbing that first safety checkpoint card. Great to see this team joining us again. And it's a very special welcome to our first-timers, Rory Smith-Bell and his lovely lady Giovanna Cooper up on the bow of the boat, reaching out to grab that first poker card. Happy to have them here in this, get it guys, a 1989 28 Wellcraft SCARAB XL. So if they don't win the Classic Boat Award, they're going to win something here because he's running just a single 496 mag HO. And he's going to go out in the Gulf and have a nice ride. So I'm happy to see them join us. And like our last team, they are from Panama City Beach. And our next team is Mike Fitzpatrick and Team FITZ-ME, his brand new Nortec 390. He speaks very proudly of this boat. His last boat was a statement. This one is a 390 with Quad Mercury Racing 400Rs. Just took delivery. I believe he bought it from the dealer in the Midwest, Marvin Duffner and his crew. He says he just loves the boat. You can see it's got all the tricks, twin dual row bolsters and the extended T-top. Beautiful colors. So congratulations, Mike. I know you love your new Nortec, and I know how good it feels. And we're back with old school offshore, guys. It's a 2038 Formula Chris and Norma Blackwell, all the way from Texas, and Team Hot Water. And I would like to say that they're regulars here, without a doubt. They do this event as well as the Orange Beach event every year, and they've become very good supporters of Florida Powerboat Club on these Gulf coastal events over recent years. And here's another team that's been joining us now for a number of years. This is Ricardo Chavez from Orange Beach, Alabama, with his 34-foot fountain, Team In Debt. And you can tell already that they did some scrounging around to get all the life jackets together, because you can see not two of them match. Well, the two of them that match are the orange ones that they had to dig out of the cabin. And it's another old school fountain, 35 Lightning, 2007 model year. That's Chad Opaleski, Team Half Cocked, with his first mate Natalie up on the bow of the boat and sporting that nice suspender style life jacket. Let's agree it's the red bikini that's getting all the attention today. So thanks to Chad and his crew for joining us. And look at, they got those cool headsets on so they can listen to music and chat as they head out on the Gulf down towards Pensacola today. And now let's welcome back Mike and Susan Pasco, Team Stirred Up, another MTI 390X. Came down from Georgia. They've been here so many times. We interviewed Mike a year earlier, telling us how he loves Destin. He said in his video bio it's his favorite event, and it's a great time to be in Florida here at this time of year. And back since 2023, John and Sean McBain from Panama City Beach, Team Air Force One. It's another 34 fountain center console. This one's powered by triple Mercury 400Rs. Third year in a row for this couple, and they always have great things to say, and they love supporting the club. What they love about powerboating, they say one word: everything. Hey, what's not to love? And our last team was from Panama City Beach area. This team from Pensacola Beach area. It's Weston Harlow in his In Too Deep. It's a 35 DCB powered by Mercury Racing 700s. I want to say Wes has become quite the fixture here on this event, and he loves it. Every year brings his crew. They have a great time and have been big supporters of this event. Loves to trailer this boat around and do as many poker runs and powerboating events as they can. And a very special welcome to Kathy and Pete Mackey, team In Spades. This is a 2004 Black Thunder. It's a 43 GT with a pair of Mercury Racing 525s. And this, at the time, was a very popular boat in Florida Powerboat Club circles. We had a lot of these in the club way back when. This couple has done events closer to home, including Tampa and Naples, but this is the first big trailer. They came about 500 miles from Bradenton to join us, so thumbs up to this team for making the effort to get up here and join us. I don't think these waters could become any more calm as Preston and Haley Collins from Texas make their way across the Gulf here in this 5-engine Nortec 450 Sport, and what a beautiful ride it is. Just look at how big this boat is and how much room they have in the cockpit. You could bring another 10 people and everybody would still have a comfortable seat. Wait a minute, did Preston just shrink down by 5 feet? No, this is a brand new Nortec 400 Super Sport. Scott Creel from Louisiana, first timer here on this event. 4 Mercury Racing 400R V10s, and what a beautiful package it is. Similar graphics to that 45 we just saw. Might have something to do with the fact that this is also a Bent Marine delivery. We have a lot of Bent Marine boats attending this event every year. Now let's welcome Dylan Gaucher and his crew and team Paper Route. This is a Midnight Express 37 with Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs. And I love the matching red bikinis, ladies. Definitely contenders for that Sexiest Crew Award. Dylan said in his video bio that it's his very first FPC event and has been watching our videos for years. And they had Destin in their sights, and they finally made it for their very first time. And it's another first-timer team. This is Louis and Renee Ochoa, Team Liquid Asset from Slidell, Louisiana, in their Nortec 390 Sport. First time here. It's a 2020 model with a triple Mercury Racing 450Rs. What a color-coordinated crew. Look at those matching green bikinis. You're making it really difficult for me, guys, when it comes down to selecting the best team for the Best Dressed Crew Award. Well, we'll have to wait and find out on Saturday night. Wow, there's your money shot, guys. Just look at the beautiful conditions out here in the Gulf as we catch up to these two 44 concepts running together. This is the kind of stuff that we absolutely love. Kicking things off here, Isaac and Camille Burgos in their 44 concept Team Baller Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs, and not the first time they've been here. We like to welcome them back. My 2 cents, guys, looking down here, and I see a team that are not wearing their life jackets, and this is not cool, guys. You know the rules are mandatory PFDs for all events, so I'm going to call you out on this one. I believe I've already sent you an email to give you a warning. This is not the way we do things. This is the way we do things. So thumbs up to Eric Avila from the factory concept with this new 44 model. Check out the new style roofline. 5 Mercury Racing 500Rs and a beautiful graphics with that Nardo gray, red graphics and a black bottom. I think this is probably one of the nicest concepts we've seen to date. And from big center consoles with multi-outboards to skinny, high-performance V-bottoms with a single Mercury Racing 565, George Ariano is really displaying here now the diversity of the fleet that we have here at Emerald Coast every year, and he can certainly do that because he's got so many boats from so many different categories, minus the center console. That's the only thing George doesn't have. But I think this 30-foot super boat is really a great-looking ride. And it's one more time with Steve and Marina Johnson, Team NAUTI GIRLZ in their 2024 32 Concept, we saw them get their card earlier at the safety checkpoint. Now, again, remember, this is back to Friday running footage as we head westbound to the Pensacola Pass. It looks like Marina is sitting up front, and the ladies enjoying their ride in the queen seat. Hey, you can only do that in these beautiful conditions. Bruce and Andrea Mullins would probably agree that this is one of the nicest rides out here in the Gulf, and appropriate name, Team Coastal Therapy. Guys, if you're not getting therapy on a day like this, out on these beautiful waterways on this amazing September day, I don't know, there's no better place. But enjoying their 35-foot statement, Twin Mercury Racing 400Rs. They've been with the club many times, and they have done the Bahamas with us a couple of summers back, riding alongside their friends with Steve and Marina Johnson. So guys, this is how we love to enjoy the powerboating lifestyle. And it's time to welcome back Mark and Jennifer Campbell from Georgia in their 50-foot skater. I think it's the first time that they brought Team Rooster Tails to this event. They also have a Cigarette 42X that shows up here on occasion. We like to call them the Wedding Crashers. That's indeed because they fired up those big 1,000 horsepower blower motors on the Cigarette and woke up a wedding. But I think this skater with those 1350 is a lot more docile, but still sounds really, really stout. Well, they say birds of a feather flock together, and that's why Kyle Fowler in SMOKIN 420 has come up just behind Mark Campbell and Mike Pascoe because these guys are all from Georgia. They like to run together. One of the event highlights for Kyle actually is that he ran up the Gulf coastal waters and said it was one of the best rides ever. Kyle said in his video bio he loved the 100-mile-an-hour plus cruise all the way to Pensacola. And let's welcome back this team, Joe and April Parnell. They got a big boatload today on this 38-foot fountain. Team Black Sheep, I want to say it's their second year in a row. And oh my God, check out the outfits. And they have got to be contenders also for that Best Dressed Crew Award. The dudes and the girls are all wearing those checkered outfits and matching red bikini tops for the ladies. They've even got matching baseball caps. Thumbs up to this team for all their spirit. And it's another Nortec 390. Once again, Joe and Stephanie Detloff from Florida. Team Fast Break. Nortec 390 Sport, you know, this is the most popular Nortec center console ever built. I'm not sure what hull number this is, but this one is powered by Mercury Racing 450R. It's probably 2 or 3 years old. I love the simple styling and the graphics with the white hull and the black bottom. And it looks like these black bottoms have really caught on for the Nortec 390 as Joe and Jen Grulet pull up. They're from Ohio, and they love their Nortec 390. We have done a lot of boating with them over recent years. This one's powered by Quad Mercury Racing 400R V10s. I believe that is a Lamborghini blue color they've added to the boat. Done a nice job on this build. I had a chance to ride with them earlier this summer on the Bahamas Poker Run. Now let's say hi to Scott and Jamie Witt in their 2025 37R DCB. It's powered by a pair of Mercury Racing 500Rs. Team name is Never Enough. In their video bio, they say the team was made up of the Excel Truck Group management team along with their customer trucking partners. So got some guys from the trucking business here. Trailered the boat all the way from Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia. Thanks for joining us, guys. Now let's welcome Jeb and Stephanie Bradshaw, Team Bar Tab. Came all the way from North Carolina to join us with their brand new 2018 Nortec 390 Sport. Well, certainly new to them. They're in the marine business, and their other boat is an Outer Limits. They were joined by their two sons, Caleb and Briggs, along with their good friends Randy and Hope from Lake Murray, South Carolina. And the ladies are having a blast here, and looks like their bikinis match Devin Wozencraft's 34 Victory Cat. Of course, Wozencraft is one of our annual club sponsors, and Devin wouldn't miss this event for the world. He brought some of his team from California to join him, their first time here at the Emerald Coast event. And here's another team from Texas that would never miss this event ever, Mark and Lana Albert, Team Lickalonopus, 2005 Fountain 35. It's got a pair of 525s with Whipple superchargers. In their video bio, Mark said that he really loved the new format here at Emerald Coast with the longer runs out in the Gulf coastal waters. And here's another team that came a long way from the St. Pete area in Florida to join us. William Kufis and Team Cheap Skater, 32-foot skater, 2002 model. Pair of Mercury Racing 525s that are pumped up to 640 horsepower a side. Who does all his work? Well, of course, he does. He actually spends more time helping everybody else on every event he attends. And it was nice to see Cody and Veronica Lovins all the way from Texas back joining us again here at Emerald Coast. I can't even keep track of how many boats they've owned, but this 440 MTI is probably one of the most spectacular with its 8 seats in the cockpit. And thumbs up to everybody for wearing those life jackets. And we're seeing red now. That's right. It's Team Midnight Express, the Miami crew, Eric and Hagen Glazer, with this 43 Midnight Express Solstice 5 Mercury Racing 500Rs. And it's a family affair. They brought the kids along for this one as Mommy Hagen has picked up the card. She's a little more tame mommy mode today, not the usual Energizer bunny that we're used to seeing, but she's okay with that. And what a great looking ride with that Ferrari red and that tan interior. And keeping in the spirit of bringing the kids and having a family day on the boat, well, it's Dan and Nancy Wall from North Carolina in their 38-foot fountain Team Off the Wall. Quad Mercury Racing 500Rs. This is a beautiful ride. And yes, indeed, they love bringing the kids on their events. And thumbs up to everybody for wearing those life jackets. And they've even got the youth life jackets for the kids. Good job, Mom and Dad. And time to get a closer look now at this big new Deep Impact 499 as Eileen Fisher reaches out to get the safety checkpoint card. Everybody wearing their life jackets and plenty of room on board. If they wanted to bring another 6, 8, or 10 people, well, that wouldn't be a problem. This 499 has a huge beam and plenty of seating for all your friends. And jumping around in our format now, remember we are now back to the Friday fun run to Juana's, heading from Destin's East Pass to the Pensacola Pass as we join Jack Stewart and his crew on this Statement 38 powered by Triple Mercury Racing 450Rs. It was certainly a big step from his 32-foot Doug Wright cat, and I think that explains why he's got his wife Kay on board today. And getting a little more time now with my Nortec 390 Sport King of Clubs. Now I'm having a lot of fun today with this great crew on board. There's my son Tyler getting some video, but you know, we had a late start, so we were unable to go out into the Gulf coastal waters, which I wasn't too happy about. But we had to get to Juana's, and we had all of our staff on board. Remember, we did the check-in earlier in the day. So we're enjoying these intracoastal waters heading to Juana's. And riding along with us with this Sensation 32 CCX, sponsored by Performance Boat Center, is Tommy Mason Jr. This 32 model has become a very popular model for the Algonac, Michigan company, and Performance Boat Center has sold so many of these 32s. It's a great entry-level center console that runs awesome on a pair of Mercury Racing 400Rs. And now joining Team Lickalonopus, Mark and Lana Albert. We just saw them getting a poker card earlier. And Mark wanted to make sure we all knew that he's celebrating 20 years with this Fountain 35, and it's going to be getting a full refit soon. So next time we see them, it'll have a fresh new look. And now catching up with Ricardo Chavez and his Fountain 34 model, Triple Mercury 300 mainline outboards, and they're just chilling and relaxing as they take this ride westbound today. They've been on these waterways so many times, I think the boat just drives itself. And continuing on these ICW waters as we catch up with Tom Burgess from Georgia, Team Sorry Deer. He's doing this event for his very first time. Not the first time we've seen this Nortec Supercat. Take a close look, guys. Quad Mercury Racing 400Rs, rigged by Raymond Roberts from RR Performance, and this boat became the precursor to the new Nortec 4000 Supercat. And slowing things down now here as this team arrives near Juana's. Joe and April Parnell got the life jackets off, taking some pictures of the girls in their bikinis. Can you text me a few of those, please? And one more time with John and Sean McBain, Team Air Force One, 34 Fountain from Panama City Beach. They said next year, if we take the fun run back to Panama City Beach on Thursday, they'll just drive with the crew all the way back to Destin on their own bottom. And now looks like we're catching up with Stephen Doomer, Team Loose Cannon, 2004 Cigarette 38-foot Top Gun. Classic-looking boat with 600 SCIs and custom paint by Toad. In his video bio, Stephen says that one of the highlights of the event was getting to run all 3 days out in the Gulf coastal waters with such great conditions. Well, guys, at this point in the day, late in the morning, a lot of the teams are now converging on Juana's in Navarre. And the funny part is that you got them coming from both directions. The people that decided to go out in the Gulf, they came in through the Pensacola Pass and they made a turn back eastbound. So they're coming up along the intracoastal water from Pensacola. And then you got a handful of boats that, like myself, that came up on the intracoastal from Destin and just heading westbound on that 22-mile route. So we didn't travel as far as a lot of these other teams did, but everyone was able to choose the intracoastal or the Gulf route. Cameron Weevil from Alabama, first time with this midnight. Once again, a crew that forgot what the guidelines were, and that is mandatory PFDs. We're going to let them slide this one time, but we're watching you, Cameron. And a little more time here with our Nortec 390 King of Clubs. Got a big crew on board, heading now to Juana's as we get closer and closer. And just a fantastic day of boating for everybody. We've arrived at Juana's Pagodas, Navarre. Kind of a landmark place. It's been a part of this event from day one and as for as many years as I can remember. And this Friday fun run seems to be the perfect setting. Juana's has always rolled out the red carpet and plenty of docking if we get here, on a day like Friday when it's not that busy. Our Friday lunch at Juana's is sponsored by Paul Boyden Customs. Yes, there's always a handful of party crashers, but Kevin Rudsky and his team have always done their best to reserve some of the premium docking for our sponsor boats along their piers and along the floating dock near the boat ramp. As far as the beach goes, it's a free-for-all. Anybody can go there, and that's what most people will do. Getting everybody tied up here now safely as we get ready for lunch. There's Chad Haven's 40 skater, Team Savage. And, that reminds me, his girl, Leanna from Demon Bikini, has brought some new FPC bikinis for all of our girls. And I think today, right here at Juana's, is where we're going to break out those bikinis and get some photo shoots with our lovely ladies. So it's all happening right here at Juana's while everybody enjoys lunch. This is the perfect getaway on Friday. And thanks again to everybody for taking a leap of faith and going out into the Gulf coastal waters in the Gulf of America and riding all the way up to Pensacola Pass to make your way back to our lunch stop. So with the fantastic conditions that we had, so many people were happy to take that ride, and I got a lot of great comments afterwards saying, Stu, we should have started doing this sooner, especially the guys with the cats who were able to really open it up and enjoy the performance of their boats. And it looks like everybody is getting settled in here now for the lunch at Juana's on this beautiful Friday, and everyone is getting ready to enjoy a fantastic lunch thanks to the team here at Juana's. We are going to just enjoy a little bit of scenery here from Juana's as we wrap up this episode. Looks like we've pushed it. Oh, wow. All the way to 40 minutes, guys. That's a huge episode to kick off our Emerald Coast Powerboat Week event. And the beautiful Chloe and Neely showing off their new FPC bikinis courtesy of Demon Bikinis. Guys, lots more to come, so be sure that you are subscribed to this channel and click that notification bell so you'll get an update every time a new episode is released. Bye for now, guys. For more information about club membership and upcoming events, visit our website at flpowerboat.com, and you can find more content on our many social media platforms. Thanks for watching, and make boating safety a top priority by always wearing your life jackets. Bye for now.